Disrespect is never a mistake. It's not a slip of the tongue. It's a weapon, a dagger hidden in a smile, a quiet announcement that you are nothing. When they cut you off mid-sentence, when they mock your silence, when they laugh at you in front of others, don't fool yourself. That wasn't an accident. That was a message, and the world heard it. The room felt it. You felt it burn inside your chest. But here's the brutal truth. Every time you let it pass, you give them permission. You train them to spit on your name. You become the joke that everyone laughs at but no one respects. And you stayed quiet. You swallowed the rage. You told yourself, it's fine, I'll ignore it. But it wasn't fine. Because silence doesn't erase disrespect. It cements it. So listen carefully. This is not about forgiveness. This is not about turning the other cheek. This is about power. Pure, ruthless power. They disrespected you once. You make sure they never forget what that mistake cost them. You remember the moment. We all do. The day someone stripped you of your dignity with a single act. Maybe it was in school. The bully who shoved you against the wall while everyone laughed. Maybe it was at work. The boss who mocked you in front of the room and you sat there, frozen, pretending it didn't hurt. Or maybe it was deeper, the girl you loved, smiling at another man while you stood invisible, a ghost in your own story. The world didn't stop for your pain. It moved on. They moved on. But you carried it. You felt your face burn. Your fists clenched so hard your nails cut your skin. Your jaw locked, but your voice stayed trapped inside. And when you went home that night, you replayed it again and again. The words, the laughter, the humiliation. You whispered to yourself what you should have said. But you didn't. And that silence still burns. Here's the part no one admits. That pain never dies. It lives inside you, festering, feeding, whispering. You were weak. But listen carefully. That day was not your death. That day was your birth, because the moment they disrespected you, they gave you permission. Permission to shed the weak skin they mocked. Permission to stop living small. Permission to become dangerous. Yes, dangerous. Not reckless, not violent. Dangerous in the way a storm is dangerous. In the way silence becomes unsettling. In the way power cannot be ignored. That betrayal was the spark. The moment you saw the world for what it truly is, cruel, merciless, dominated by those who dare to rise. And now you know the truth. You were never meant to beg for respect. You were meant to command it. From this moment forward, you live by a single law. An oath carved into fire, sealed in blood. Disrespect me once, and I will make sure you never forget my name. Say it again. Disrespect me once, and I will make sure you never forget my name. This is not a phrase. It is a weapon. A shield. A crown. The weak will laugh, the blind will doubt, but the ruthless will understand. This is the oath of fire, and only the fearless dare to carry it. The Machiavellian laws of handling disrespect. Number 1, silence is a weapon, not weakness. The loudest man in the room is always the weakest. Remember that. The one who shouts, who flails his arms, who spits insults to prove himself. He is revealing his fragility. His noise is camouflage for his insecurity. But silence. Silence is different. Silence unsettles. Silence is a blade pressed against the throat of the world when they insult you at work, when the classroom fills with laughter at your expense, When the group mocks your name, don't bark back like a chained dog. Don't waste your breath in a petty contest. Look them in the eye. Say nothing. Hold the pause. Let your silence stretch so long they start to sweat. 'Cause in that silence, their words echo back on them. Their joke collapses. Their smirk fades. They expected your anger. They expected your weakness. But they were not prepared for your silence. Silence is not absence. It is presence. It is the weight of your control pressing against their chest. So never mistake silence for surrender. When wielded with intent, silence is the most terrifying response of all. Control the silence, and you control their fear. Number 2. Public disrespect demands public response. If they stain your name in front of a crowd, you must cleanse it in blood or in words sharper than blades. Because disrespect in private dies in private, but disrespect in public, it multiplies. It spreads. It becomes legend. Your boss mocks you in front of the team. Your so-called friend ridicules you at a party. The crowd laughs. You freeze. And in that moment the room is taught you are prey. No, not anymore. When they humiliate you before others, you strike back in the same arena. Not with rage. With precision. With wit so sharp it cuts deeper than any fist. Picture this. The boss mocks you, the room chuckles, then you flip the script. You respond calm, calculated, one sentence that turns the laughter back on them. Suddenly the room isn't laughing at you, it's laughing with you, and the one who tried to mock you is the one left bleeding. Never let public humiliation go unanswered. They chose the battlefield, win it. Humiliate me in public and I will crown myself king in the same arena. Never show the wound, only the scar. If they see you hurt, you've already lost. If they see you beg, if they see you break, if they see the wound still bleeding, they own you. This is why desperation is poison. This is why weakness on display invites more knives. Think of the breakup. The moment someone you loved crushed you, laughed at your tears, mocked your need. And what did you do? You begged. You pleaded. You showed them your wound. And in that instant they knew you were theirs. Even as they walked away, they carried power over you. Never again. When they leave, when they betray, when they laugh, you do not show the wound. You show the scar. You show the healed version of yourself. The stronger, colder, sharper self they forged by breaking you. The next time they see you, they don't see the bleeding victim. They see the survivor, the warrior, the one who refused to die. Pain is private. Power is public, so never show them the wound. Show them only the scar and let it haunt them forever. Number 4, revenge is best. Served as transformation. The cruelest revenge is not destroying them. It's becoming everything they can never be. Listen carefully. Petty revenge is for children. You slash their tires, spread a rumor, throw a punch, and then what? You've lowered yourself to their level. You've proven they got to you, but transformation, that is the highest form of vengeance. That ex who mocked your dreams, who told you you'd never be anything, you don't fight them. You don't scream at them. You disappear, and when you return, you're unrecognizable. Wealth, strength, status, discipline, power radiating from every word you speak. Now they watch from the shadows. Now they scroll through your success, wishing they still had access to you. And the sweetest part? You never need to say a word. Your life itself is the weapon. Your growth is the blade. Do not seek to destroy them. Seek to become untouchable. Level up so high they choke on your name. Number 5. Use disrespect as fuel, not fire. Disrespect is gasoline, but you decide whether it burns you or propels you. When someone calls you useless, weak, pathetic, you have two choices. You can let it chain you, keep you small, prove them right. Or you can turn that insult into fuel, pure, ruthless energy. Think of the man who was called worthless by his boss. He didn't scream. He didn't fight. He worked in silence, day and night, until his results spoke louder than any insult ever could. Now that same boss speaks his name with respect. Every insult they throw at you is a free gift, a spark, an opportunity to sharpen yourself, to ignite the fire inside you. But remember this: uncontrolled fire destroys. Controlled fire builds empires, so let their words fuel you, but never consume you. Every insult is free energy. Burn it wisely. Number 6, fear must replace familiarity. Respect is fragile. Fear endures. When people get too comfortable with you, they test you. They blur the boundaries. They joke too far. They talk over you. They treat you as less. Why? Because familiarity breeds contempt. At work, the moment colleagues stop fearing your boundaries, they will disrespect them. In relationships, the moment a partner knows you'll tolerate anything, they'll push until you break. So draw the line once, ruthlessly, without apology. When they cross it, respond with such clarity, such intensity, that they never dare again. Respect may fade, love may fade, but fear lingers. Fear is insurance against mockery. Better to be feared than to be mocked. Number 7, destroy the pattern, not just the person. It's not just about them. It's about the world watching. When someone disrespects you, others are watching closely. They're waiting to see how you respond. If you fold, they learn it's safe to treat you the same. If you strike, they learn a lesson without ever daring to test you. Picture this. Someone mocks you in a group. You answer with precision, shut them down, and the entire room feels the shift. You didn't just end one person. You ended the pattern. You sent a message to everyone. Try this and you'll suffer the same fate. Power is not won in isolated moments. Power is won in patterns. So don't just silence the disrespectful one, silence the thought in everyone else's mind. End 1. Warn all. They ignored you. They doubted you. They laughed at you. They mocked you. They whispered your name like it was a joke, a stain, a shadow that would never rise. But now the silence breaks. Now the storm awakens. Now the one they buried is the one they'll kneel before. You rise. Not quietly, not politely. You rise like thunder tearing the sky. You rise like fire consuming the walls they built around you. You rise and every step shakes the ground beneath their fragile pride. Picture it. You walk into the room where they once humiliated you. The same faces, the same voices, but everything has changed. Their laughter dies in their throats. Their eyes widen. Their heads turn, not out of courtesy, but out of fear. Because you are no longer the weak, the forgotten, the ignored. You are the storm they cannot contain. Listen to me, this world does not remember the polite. It does not honor the quiet. It does not worship the humble. It remembers those who demanded to be remembered. It bows to those who carved their names into history with fire and iron. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be remembered. Do you feel it? That pulse inside you? That fire rising in your chest? That voice that screams, "No more"? That is not anger. That is rebirth. That is your new self tearing through the ashes of who you used to be. They doubted you, but you turned doubt into discipline. They mocked you, but you turned mockery into mastery. They disrespected you, but you turned disrespect into dominance. And now they will learn. Learn what it means to underestimate a soul forged in betrayal. Learn what it means to laugh at someone who turns pain into power. Learn what it means when the one they discarded returns, sharper than a blade, colder than steel, unstoppable as death itself. From this moment, you no longer chase their validation. You no longer beg for their respect. You command it. You seize it. You embody it. And when you walk past those who once dismissed you, they will feel it in their bones. The silence will return, but this time it belongs to you. The silence of awe, the silence of fear, the silence of respect they can never take away again. Understand this truth. You are not a victim of their cruelty. You are the product of it. Every insult was a chisel. Every betrayal was a hammer. Every laugh was fire on the forge. And from their hatred you were sculpted into something greater than they ever imagined. You are not the forgotten. You are the unforgettable, so rise. Rise with defiance in your veins. Rise with fire in your eyes. Rise with a name that will never again be spoken as a joke. Because this is your destiny, to be feared, to be respected, to be remembered. And when they speak of you in hushed tones, when they warn others not to cross your path, when your very presence commands silence, know this: you are the storm. You are the scar. You are the name they will never forget. Say it with me. Disrespect me once, and I will make sure you never forget my name again. Disrespect me once, and I will make sure you never forget my name. One last time, louder, with the weight of every betrayal that ever scarred you. Disrespect me once, and I will make sure you never forget my name. This is not just a sentence. This is your shield, your sword, your fire against the world that tried to smother you. This is the oath of fire, the vow only the ruthless dare to live by. Because today, you are not who you were yesterday. Yesterday you bowed your head. Yesterday you stayed silent when they laughed. Yesterday you swallowed the pain and pretended it was nothing. But that version of you is gone, burned away in the flames of their disrespect. Today you are marked. Marked by scars that no longer hurt but command respect. Marked by silence that no longer hides but haunts. Marked by an oath that no one can erase, and you are not alone. Look around. There is a brotherhood here. A legion of the overlooked, the underestimated, the forgotten. Men and women carved by betrayal, welded by pain and reborn in fire. We are not victims. We are not beggars. We are not sheep. We are the marked. The wolves who were once hunted, now turned hunters, and here is your initiation. Write the oath in the comments now. Seal your vow in ink, in fire, in memory. Declare yourself among us. Disrespect me once and I will make sure you never forget my name. Write it. Own it. Burn it into your mind until it is no longer just words. It is your nature, your instinct, your very identity. Because the world will test you again. They will mock you again. They will try to put you back in the shadows. But you will not go quietly. Not anymore. You will meet their laughter with silence so sharp it cuts deeper than words. You will meet their insults with power so undeniable they choke on their own bitterness. You will rise higher, stronger, ruthless. And every time they whisper your name, it will taste like iron and fire in their mouths. So remember the law. Remember the mantra. Remember the oath of fire. Disrespect me once and I will make sure you never forget my name. This is the brotherhood of the marked. And together we will teach the world a truth that has echoed through history, whispered by kings, tyrants, and Machiavelli himself. Power does not belong to the gentle. Power does not belong to the merciful. Power belongs to the ruthless, and now you are one of us.